Now let's talk to Professor James Head. He's trained astronaut crews in geology and surface exploration and participated in the selection of landing sites for the Apollo Moon program. He is in Cape Cod, a beautiful spot in the US state of Massachusetts. Well, James, how much work does this represent?
Oh, this is incredible. I mean, this was started decades ago, and the planning stages, the proposal stages, and this is an incredibly complex scientific instrument. It really represents a new vista, a new stage. It's almost like the Copernican revolution. It's like the invention of the microscope. It's going to really change our complete way of thinking about our place in the cosmos, where we are, is there life on other planets and other things. It's just amazing, and a huge amount of work from a big team of engineers, of scientists, of operations people is represented here.
So what were you feeling when you watched that mirror unfold?
You know, it's just an awesome feeling. I mean, working in the Apollo program, when Dave Scott, the commander of the Apollo 15 mission, came back from the moon, he said, the problem with Apollo, Jim, was we made it look too easy. and it's hard to believe, but it's kind of true. And it just looks easy, okay? Oh, yeah, we launched it and went up there. It's open. It's doing it. It's going to L2 later today. It's just so complicated you wouldn't believe it. And I think the key here is that this gives us really faith in the fact of our human capabilities to put something together. If we can solve these kinds of problems, we can really attack almost anything. So I just feel in awe of the capabilities of human beings to do something like this.
So it's reaching its final position in orbit today. So what kind of work are the teams driving the telescope facing from this moment?
Well, it's really a little simpler now. They have to fire the thrusters, so it goes to the L2 point, as you mentioned, where the gravity of the sun and the Earth are equal. So it can sit there without interference from the sun and the Earth, and it can start making these observations. And, explaining the observations is kind of complicated, but it's really pretty easy. As I try to tell my kids, basically, it's like you get a new pair of glasses, a new prescription. And when you get that, oh, I can see a little better now. No, this is really, really better. It's like instead of a little adjustment, you're getting a pair of binoculars put on your eyeglasses so you can see 100 times further. Not only that, but, oh, by the way, you can also now see in the dark, infrared, in a way you'd never seen before. You've seen all those science shows where, they put the camera out there at night and see, oh my God, it's another whole world. And then lastly, oh, it's a time machine. We can see back in time. It's just phenomenal. I mean, it's going to revolutionize our complete thinking about where we are, what we're doing here, is there life on other planets, and so on. It's just amazing.
Now, the Hubble telescope, a lot closer to Earth, so we could make repairs. But this is a totally different telescope, a long, long way away. I don't want to say this out loud, but what if there's a glitch?
Well, I think, there will be glitches. There are always glitches in space missions. It's not like wandering down to the local market. It's all very complicated, all very remote. This is where the decades of artificial intelligence and, sophisticated programming, et cetera, come in handy because, even with a mission to Mars, that's 15 minutes it takes for the signal to get there. So we don't actually control it exactly. We send a command, 15 minutes later it gets there. And so we've practiced this a lot. So, there will be glitches. And basically, we rely on great human ingenuity, computer programming, and wonderful engineers, software engineers, hardware engineers who designed this to really help to solve these problems. And I'm confident that, typical kinds of problems we meet in space and these things can be solved even though we can't visit with humans explicitly.
Well, Professor Head, thank you so much for your time. Very exciting. I hope you've got a nice comfy seat, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee for later on today. And I know you guys are going to be dashing back home, aren't you? That was probably the most interesting science lesson you've ever had.
It really was. But you know what? I'm very keen on getting my eyes tested because I like the idea of a new pair that can see in the dark. What do you reckon?
Yeah, really incredible and very
Thanks,
exciting,
Emma.
Emma. Thank you very much.